Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a while since I've done a garden tour. It's July 28th and now I'm really behind on everything, of course, as always, and now might not be the best time to be filming a garden update because tragedy has struck the garden and honestly I'm still upset about it. So today's video should be shorter. None of my videos are ever short. And might be a little sassy because I'm feeling some sort of way about the state of my garden right now. Also, there's lots of space for activities behind me because yesterday my car blew up, had to call a tow truck, stranded at the beach, all of the things. So like stress levels are high, sass levels are high. So buckle in. Let me show you what my garden is looking like right now. It's not good. Okay, here is the new garden bed. I planted things in here with my fingers crossed because I still do not have a fence up. So this is entirely my fault for procrastinating / not really having the time to go to the lumber yard and all of the things. The tomatoes recovered so well. The ones that were looking droopy and sad in the greenhouse, they are bushier and livelier with more flowers and tomatoes than the other plants that I have that I will show you later. I feel like I do need to prune them a little bit just to get some more airflow because all of them kind of went crazy once being planted in this fresh bed with, you know, lots of fresh compost and stuff. And I'm worried about, I don't know, some mildew or rot situations. However, me and Bambi are gonna have some words. I'm very upset. So, cabbage, gone. Sunflowers, not this one though. Gone. Lettuce has been eaten. A few bites off the kale, but I think red Russian kale is not the deer's favorite. I do know for sure it was a deer because there are big tracks and they hit up the other gardens too, which do have fences, but they could reach over it. Those were my peppers. Those were my beans. It looks like they dug up many of the carrots. The beets are gone. These are weeds. They left the weeds for me. Thank you so much. And they left the turnips alone, which I'm grateful for, but I'm worried that they are just, you know, waiting until tonight to get those. And one of the most sad things was my squash that was doing so well. It's in the corner and I was going to grow it like up over the side. They even dug out the cardboard that I laid around. Like, all in all, I'm not a very happy camper. Down here in the big garden, it's doing okay. You guys know that this is kind of my trouble spot. Trying to amend the soil to be able to grow anything in. It's still growing mostly weeds, but I think each year it's going to get better. Last year, hardly anything grew. This year, we've got a couple of things happening. So we have some squash here. I think those are spaghetti squash. They're growing, but they're not thriving. I have been giving like a fish emulsion fertilizer every 2 weeks per the package directions, which has helped a little bit. But like this dirt is like garbage. These are zucchinis. They have flowers, but I don't see how this tiny plant could sustain growing an actual zucchini. And like all this is grass. The kales over here are not looking great, though I haven't really been taking care of them. The strawberries are done for the year, so I've basically just been ignoring this, I don't know what it is, like a 4x6-ish space. Beans are looking great. I actually need to come in here and start harvesting some because they look ready, so maybe we'll have some beans tonight. These shelled peas, I forget the variety. I can put it on the screen here once I find it. Has been producing decently well. However, I just don't prefer a shelled pea. I feel like I would have to grow so many to do anything with versus like a snap pea where you can eat the whole pod. I have tried to just eat the whole pod on these, and it is really like fibrous. I can hardly chew it. You really do need to like wait till they get really fat, pop them open, and just get the peas inside, which means you would need a ton to feed a family. The carrots, again, this ground is super hard, so I didn't really have high hopes, but there are some cabbages and broccolis here. They look like they're getting munched on now, which is sad, but I don't know. I still am not really well versed in pest control, clearly. These beans are those rattlesnake pole beans, and one of them is climbing up pretty high, which I'm happy about. Seeing some flowers, hoping to get some beans on those. These snap peas, oh look, this one is like popping right out of here. That's so weird. They're kind of at the end of their life, but they seem to be recovering a little bit. This one is recovering like down low. Same with over here. So I just left them. I don't think I have any seeds left. So if I can get a few more, I'm gonna have to come get those later. Then that would be great. Like I said, I really prefer the snap peas. Okay, after a brief intermission, we are now headed to the OGs. My original raised beds that were here when we bought this property. These are doing pretty well. This video isn't going to go up for a little while, so you'll notice this blank space was the garlic, which I haven't posted that video at the time I'm filming this, but in here we have tomatoes, which are looking really, really good. I have a couple of, really great sized tomatoes. That one is looking, oh, can you see? I can't see if you can see because I have a big glare on my screen. That tomato's looking good. I planted marigolds in here thinking they would help with pests, but they're taking a long time. I'm making a shadow to grow. The lettuce I have been doing cut and come again, and it's still surviving, but not quite thriving, I wouldn't say. These ones are about to go to seed, so I'm going to rip them out and plant some more. It looks like the deer were nibbling on the black-seeded Simpson lettuce. I have some peppers coming in. They're a little bit weird shaped. These are going to be a sweet red bell pepper, but the deer also got these peppers last night, which I'm very sad about. These two were my jalapenos. They had jalapenos on them, so I don't really know the science behind if the jalapenos are hot at that stage, but I hope they were and that Bambi learned its lesson because I am not a happy camper. Ooh, it looks like one little jalapeno survived. Look at that little baby. Maybe I'll have one. Sunflowers, 8. Those cabbage worm situations got this, which is actually a broccoli, I believe, but same like brassica family. I already picked them off and was squishing them earlier today. It did not get this sunflower, which hasn't grown very big, but I saved it from the front garden where I did all the wildflowers and herbs because the deer ate everything that I planted there specifically as well. Here's maybe a better look at that big tomato, which I'm very happy to have. And this pepper is a pretty good size too, though not really the shape I was expecting from a bell pepper, but whatever, that's fine. Over here, like I said, it's looking pretty empty. The garlic has been harvested. I'm going to put a bunch of fall crops in there. I need to get some compost in there though. The deer knocked over my celery, but didn't seem to be eating it. I have a cabbage, cucumber, broccoli over there, and kale. Again, cabbage worms all over the kale. I was picking those off. My onions don't look that impressive. I think they're going to be pretty tiny, but whatever. It was my first year. I'm happy to be trying something new and try again next year. This bed is looking super empty and sad now that I ripped out all of that garlic. That one looks pretty good though. And then a quick look at Wyatt's garden. It's doing amazing. He has nasturtiums and a ton of beans I need to get in here. The beans have taken over this bed. So I think I'm gonna have to rip some of them out. Some of them look like they're dying, and maybe give the other plants some room to breathe. But we've already picked a ton of beans off this plant, and now we need to come in and do it again today. So his little garden has done really well for it just being a kiddie pool, and you know, not too much of an investment or anything. And we did build this higher fence around this, which I think is ideal. I would like to do the same for the others or put a top on them. I like this style of fence because when I need to get in here, I just lift it out, move it to the side, do my gardening, and then place it back on top. And then I'm not, you know, stepping in the beds or anything. But if the deer have discovered, because the deer left these alone until fall last year when it was basically done, but they seem to have discovered, oh yes, I'm actually tall enough to just lean over, and that is not good. Hi, Emmett. You need a hat, buddy. As you can see, I am not the happiest of campers. The deer are defeating me right now. I'm thinking I might need like a scarecrow or one of those like sonic sound something, I don't know, tops over my garden. I'm just feeling kind of defeated right now, which, I mean, I know I have wildlife. That's fine. I don't care if they take a nibble here and there, but did you really need to eat like my entire garden bed? It just is really sad. And now, the end of July, it's kind of too late to recover from entirely. I'm just going to plant extra fall things and hope for the best, but I'm already dealing with those green cabbage worm type things. And last year those ate my cabbages too, and they're eating cabbage, broccoli, and kales. And I don't know, it's just a lot of work for the pests to get the better of me, but I'm going to keep on trying. So I'm glad that this video was successfully much shorter than my other garden tours. I didn't have too much to share because it's been eaten. Let me know if you have any tips you can share with me. Maybe some encouragement to keep going, because I mean, I just found it today on top of the car breaking down, so it just feels like added, you know, like kick someone when they're down sort of thing, which is just a bad coincidence, I know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching my gardening diary for 2022, learning along with you. I am still enjoying learning how to grow food for my family, and I knew it would come with challenges, and I just need to learn more, do better, persevere, and I hope I can do that. Give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.